14. Beloved Good Times actors who tragically passed away. Did you know that some of your favorite Good Times actors are no longer with us? Their unforgettable performances shaped television history, yet many of them left us too soon. From the iconic Florida Evans to the beloved Bookman, these stars not only brought characters to life, but also broke down barriers for African American representation on screen. In this video, we're diving into the legacies of these legends who helped define an era. Hit that like button, leave a comment on which character impacted you the most, and make sure to subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence for more. Jeanette DuBois. Jeanette DuBois was a trailblazing actress, singer, and songwriter best known for her portrayal of the quick-witted, fashion-forward neighbor Winona Woods on the groundbreaking sitcom Good Times. Born on August 5, 1932, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, DuBois was a multi-talented performer who broke barriers for African-American women in the entertainment industry. Her role as Winona, the loyal friend of Florida Evans, brought a unique energy to the show. She was not just comic relief. DuBois infused her character with a bold personality, fierce independence, and a sense of style that made Winona unforgettable to audiences. Winona wasn't afraid to challenge the characters around her, especially J.J. Evans, which made her an empowering figure in an era when Black women were often pigeonholed into one-dimensional roles. DuBois's talents extended far beyond Good Times. As a singer and songwriter, she co-wrote and performed the iconic theme song for the hit show The Jeffersons' Moving On Up. This anthem became one of the most memorable TV theme songs in history, symbolizing progress and success. DuBois's vocal contributions to the world of music were as impactful as her acting, and she became a symbol of empowerment and creativity for Black women in the entertainment industry. Her career spanned several decades, from her early work in theater and film to her roles in television. Outside of acting, DuBois was a vocal advocate for civil rights and was active in mentoring younger performers. She earned 2 Emmy Awards for her voice work on the PJs, cementing her versatility as an actress. Jeanette DuBois was also involved in various charitable causes, particularly those that aimed to uplift the African American community and foster opportunities for young talent. Sadly, Jeanette DuBois passed away unexpectedly in her sleep on February 17, 2020, at the age of 87. Her death left a significant void in the entertainment world. Fans, friends, and colleagues remember her as not only an actress, but as an icon who paved the way for other Black women to succeed in Hollywood. Her legacy as an actress, singer, and civil rights advocate continues to inspire generations of performers and artists. Esther Rolle. Esther Rolle was an iconic actress whose powerful portrayal of Florida Evans on the groundbreaking sitcom Good Times made her a household name and an enduring figure in television history. Born on November 8, 1920 in Pompano Beach, Florida, Rolle grew up in a family with 17 siblings, instilling in her a strong sense of community and responsibility. A deeply spiritual woman, she placed a high value on education, and her early interest in acting led her to study at the prestigious Neighborhood Playhouse in New York City. Rolle's breakthrough role came in 1974, when she was cast as Florida Evans on Good Times, which marked a pivotal moment in the representation of African American families on television. Florida Evans was a strong, nurturing matriarch who kept her family grounded amid the hardships they faced. Rolle's performance was lauded for its authenticity and warmth, providing a realistic depiction of the struggles and triumphs of a Black working-class family in Chicago's housing projects. Florida was not just a mother. She became an emblem of strength, resilience, and the quiet dignity that characterized so many African American women during that era. Beyond her acting skills, Rolle was known for her commitment to the portrayal of Black families on screen. She famously advocated for a father figure to be added to the show, pushing for the inclusion of James Evans, played by John Amos, to present a more complete and realistic family dynamic. This dedication to authentic representation was part of her larger commitment to fighting for dignity and respect for African Americans in Hollywood. Despite the success of Good Times, Rolle's time on the show was not without challenges. She left the series for a period in the mid-1970s due to frustrations with the direction of the show, especially as it shifted more toward slapstick comedy. However, she returned to the role, ensuring that the portrayal of Florida Evans remained grounded in the realism and complexity she believed was necessary. After Good Times' role continued to act in a range of films and television shows, including Maude, where she first appeared as Florida Evans, and later in films such as Driving Miss Daisy and The Summer of Ben Tyler. Her advocacy for accurate portrayals of Black characters and her work in civil rights and activism remained a cornerstone of her life and legacy. Esther Rolle passed away on November 17, 1998, just 9 days after celebrating her 78th birthday. Her death was a profound loss to both the entertainment world and the African American community. Rolle's contribution to television, particularly her advocacy for Black representation, paved the way for generations of actors who would follow in her footsteps. She remains remembered not just for her roles, but for her unyielding dedication to authenticity, respect, and the portrayal of Black families in a positive light. John Amos. John Amos, born December 27, 1939 in Newark, New Jersey, is widely recognized for his iconic role as James Evans Sr. on the groundbreaking sitcom Good Times. Amos was an accomplished actor, former athlete and activist whose career left a lasting impact on television and film. Before venturing into acting, Amos was a standout athlete playing football at Long Beach State University and later joining the Denver Broncos of the NFL. However, it was his shift toward acting that truly defined his career. Amos made a significant mark in Hollywood with his portrayal of James Evans, the strong, hard-working father of the Evans family on Good Times. The character broke new ground in television by presenting a Black father as a central figure who was both loving and authoritative, unlike the often absent or ineffective father figures seen in sitcoms at the time. His role was one of integrity, depth, and reality, making him an important figure in African American representation on television. John Amos was not only known for his incredible acting skills, but also for his deep commitment to authenticity in storytelling. He famously clashed with the producers of Good Times over the show's shift towards slapstick humor and away from addressing more serious social issues. His stance on portraying the Black experience truthfully led to his departure from the show in 1976 after just 3 seasons. Despite this, Amos continued to have a remarkable career. He starred in the miniseries Roots 1977, where he played Kunta Kinte's father, and the film Coming to America 1988, cementing his place in Hollywood history. Amos also had notable roles in The West Wing, The District, and The Mary Tyler Moore Show, among many others. His voice and presence in Hollywood not only helped shape TV, but also gave a voice to the African American community. John Amos passed away on August 24, 2024, at the age of 84, leaving behind an enduring legacy as one of Hollywood's pioneers in authentic Black representation. His death marked the loss of a true television legend whose career will continue to inspire future generations of actors. Johnny Brown. Johnny Brown, born June 11, 1937 in St. Petersburg, Florida, was a beloved actor, singer, and comedian whose career spanned several decades. He is best known for his role as Nathan Bookman, the clumsy but lovable building superintendent on Good Times. Brown's infectious personality and impeccable comedic timing made his character a fan favorite, even though he was introduced later in the series. His portrayal of Bookman, often called Buffalo Butt by J.J. Evans, brought a unique charm to the show, and he became a standout figure in the series. Before Good Times, Johnny Brown had a rich background in the entertainment industry. He was an accomplished singer and performed in clubs where his smooth voice captivated audiences. He was also a regular on the TV show Laugh-In, and his comedy was widely appreciated by fans. Though Brown's time on Good Times was brief, his contribution to the series left a lasting impact thanks to his warmth, humor, and ability to bring laughter to every scene he was in. Johnny Brown's acting career extended beyond television. He appeared in numerous other TV shows, films, and made guest appearances in a variety of sitcoms and variety shows. His versatility allowed him to play both comedic and dramatic roles with ease. His voice was also a significant part of his legacy, as he lent his talents to various musical performances and voice work. Sadly, Johnny Brown passed away on March 2, 2022 at the age of 84 after a long and fulfilling career in entertainment. His death left a significant void in the industry, as he was not only a talented actor, but also one of the kindest and most dedicated performers. Fans and colleagues alike mourned the loss of a man whose genuine spirit and generosity of heart transcended the screen. Brown's legacy will forever remain in the hearts of those who knew him, and his work on Good Times continues to be celebrated by viewers old and new. Ben Powers. Ben Powers was an actor best known for his role as Keith Anderson, Thelma Evans's husband on the iconic sitcom Good Times. Born on July 5, 1950 in Brooklyn, New York, Powers was a charismatic and talented performer who brought warmth, optimism, and charm to his character. His role as Keith, a professional football player who marries Thelma, was introduced in the final season of Good Times, and while his time on the show was brief, Powers made a lasting impression on audiences. Keith Anderson was more than just Thelma's love interest. He represented hope and ambition, a positive example of what could be achieved despite life's challenges. His character brought a sense of romance and hope to the show, particularly during a time when Good Times was dealing with serious social issues like poverty and racial discrimination. However, Keith's journey was not without its struggles. An injury on his wedding day ended his football career, and he and Thelma had to confront the realities of life beyond professional sports. Powers' portrayal of Keith added an emotional depth to the show, and his chemistry with actress Bernadette Stanis, who played Thelma, felt genuine and heartfelt. Though Good Times ended in 1979, Ben Powers' career continued in both television and film. After the show, Powers made guest appearances in a variety of TV shows and films, though he became more private about his life and career as the years went on. Powers left the spotlight in the 1980s, choosing to focus on his personal life and family. He remained out of the public eye, away from the pressures of Hollywood, while still reflecting on his time in the industry with fondness. Ben Powers passed away on April 6, 2015, at the age of 64. Despite his relatively short stint on Good Times, his role as Keith Anderson continues to be remembered fondly by fans. His portrayal of a loving, ambitious, and resilient character left a lasting legacy, highlighting the importance of representation and positive role models in television during an era when Black families were often underrepresented or misrepresented. His contribution to the series remains a testament to the impact that one role can have in shaping the narrative of Black families on television. Teddy Wilson. Teddy Wilson was an actor best known for his role as Sweet Daddy Williams on Good Times, a character who brought a unique blend of charm, humor, and unpredictability to the series. Born on December 10, 1943 in New York City, Wilson was a talented performer with a knack for playing larger-than-life characters. His portrayal of Sweet Daddy Williams, a flashy, streetwise hustler with an ego as big as his wardrobe, made him one of the most memorable recurring characters on the show. While Sweet Daddy was often portrayed as a comedic foil, Wilson's ability to bring both humor and depth to the role ensured that the character wasn't just a stereotype, but a nuanced, entertaining figure. Wilson's career spanned a variety of television and film roles where he often played lively comedic characters. His portrayal of Sweet Daddy was no exception, as he brought a realness to the role that made him stand out even in the midst of the comedic ensemble of Good Times. His character was often a source of tension, drama, and comic relief, and his larger-than-life personality added a distinctive energy to the show. His interactions with the Evans family, especially with J.J. Evans, were often loaded with witty one-liners and a mix of tension and camaraderie. Beyond his role on Good Times, Wilson appeared in a variety of other television shows, including Sanford and Son the Red Fox Show and The Jeffersons, where he continued to showcase his comedic range. His performances were marked by his ability to create characters that were vibrant, memorable, and full of life, each leaving an imprint on the viewers. Teddy Wilson passed away on July 21, 1991, at the age of 47, due to complications from a stroke. His death was a significant loss to the entertainment world, especially for those who had grown to love his unique, larger-than-life persona. Despite his relatively brief career, Wilson's role as Sweet Daddy Williams on Good Times remains one of the standout performances of the series. His ability to bring both humor and heart to his characters continues to be remembered, and his legacy as a charismatic performer lives on through his memorable roles. Helen Martin. Helen Martin was a beloved actress known for her memorable performances in both film and television, with a particular standout role as Weeping Wanda on Good Times. Born on July 23, 1909 in St. Louis, Missouri, Martin's career spanned several decades, and she became known for her distinctive comedic style and her ability to infuse humor and depth into every role she played. Despite her later fame, Martin's career in entertainment started later in life, and she quickly became recognized for her versatility on both the stage and the screen. In Good Times, Martin played Weeping Wanda, a minor yet unforgettable recurring character. Wanda was known for her over-the-top emotional outbursts, often breaking into dramatic tears at the most inconvenient or unexpected moments. While her character served as comic relief, her presence also provided a humorous juxtaposition to the serious themes of poverty and hardship that Good Times often tackled. Martin's ability to turn such a seemingly simple role into a memorable one earned her a special place in the hearts of Good Times fans. Beyond Good Times, Martin had an extensive career in television and film. She appeared in iconic sitcoms such as 227, where she portrayed a feisty grandmother, and she made notable appearances on The Jeffersons and in the film Don't Be a Menace to South Central, while Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, where she famously played a hilarious weed-smoking grandmother. Martin's comedic timing was impeccable, and she brought a level of sophistication and professionalism to every role she took on, regardless of the size of the part. Off-screen, Helen Martin was known for her grace, warmth, and work ethic, which made her a respected figure in Hollywood. She was also a trailblazer for African-American actresses, often playing characters that added to the complexity of Black representation on television. Martin was not just a talented actress, but also a pioneering figure who helped expand the opportunities available to Black women in the entertainment industry. Helen Martin passed away on March 25, 2000, at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances that continue to bring joy to viewers. Her work on Good Times and her broader contributions to television and film ensured that her influence on entertainment lives on, and she remains remembered as a groundbreaking actress who knew how to make people laugh, cry, and remember her for years to come. Moses Gunn. Moses Gunn was a distinguished actor known for his commanding presence and powerful performances both on stage and in film and television. Born on October 2, 1929 in St. Louis, Missouri, Gunn had a rich background in acting with training that included studying at the prestigious Negro Ensemble Company. He was a highly respected figure in the theater world, renowned for his Shakespearean training and deep, resonant voice. Gunn's career spanned across a variety of genres, but it was his roles in film and television that made him a beloved figure among audiences. Gunn's role as Carl Dixon on Good Times showcased his ability to bring dignity and emotional depth to the screen. He appeared in the later seasons of the show as Florida Evans's love interest after the passing of her husband, James Evans. Carl Dixon was not a replacement for James, but rather a man who offered Florida and her children stability, kindness, and the possibility of a second chance at happiness. Gunn's portrayal of Carl was marked by sincerity and respect, bringing a thoughtful presence to a show that often dealt with heavy topics such as poverty, race, and familial struggles. Outside of Good Times, Moses Gunn's career included significant roles in major films like Shaft Ragtime and Roots, where he further solidified his status as an actor of great depth and versatility. He was also known for his work in theater, including his role in the original Broadway production of The First Breeze of Summer. Gunn was admired not just for his acting ability, but also for his commitment to telling stories that uplifted the African-American experience. Moses Gunn's ability to portray complex characters with both strength and tenderness made him one of the most respected African-American actors of his time. His legacy in the entertainment industry was built on his commitment to authenticity and his passion for giving life to roles that demanded emotional complexity and nuance. Sadly, Moses Gunn passed away on December 16, 1993, at the age of 64 from complications related to asthma. His death was a quiet loss in Hollywood, but his influence and contributions to the industry remain significant. He left behind a legacy that continues to inspire actors today, especially in terms of portraying African-American characters with the depth, respect, and dignity they deserve. Matthew Beard. Matthew Beard Jr., known professionally as Stymie, was a pioneering African-American child actor whose work in the Our Gang, later known as the Little Rascals series, left an indelible mark on early American cinema. Born on January 1, 1925, near Los Angeles, California, Stymie was the son of Matthew Beard Sr., a pastor, and Johnny May Beard. His early life was marked by a deep sense of responsibility as he contributed significantly to his family's income through his acting career. Stymie's journey into acting began at the age of 5 when he was cast in the Our Gang series. His distinctive appearance, characterized by his oversized derby hat, a gift from comedian Stan Laurel, and his expressive eyes made him a standout among his peers. The character of Stymie was known for his cleverness and street smarts, often serving as the voice of reason among the gang. His portrayal broke racial stereotypes of the time, presenting a black child character who was intelligent, resourceful, and integral to the group dynamic. Beyond his work in Our Gang, Stymie appeared in several feature films, including Captain Blood, 1935, and Jezebel, 1938. However, as he grew older, opportunities for African-American actors were limited, leading him to step away from the limelight. In his teenage years, Stymie faced personal challenges, including struggles with substance abuse, which led to legal troubles and periods of incarceration. In the 1960s, seeking redemption, Stymie entered Synanon, a rehabilitation program in Los Angeles, where he overcame his heroin addiction. After his recovery, he made a modest return to acting, appearing in television shows such as Sanford and Son Emergency, The Jeffersons, and Good Times, where he had a recurring role as Monty. He also became an advocate for drug abuse awareness, sharing his personal story to help others. Stymie's later years were marked by a quieter life, but he remained a beloved figure among fans of classic cinema. He passed away on January 8, 1981, just a week after his 56th birthday from complications following a stroke. He was buried in Evergreen Cemetery in Los Angeles, California, with his iconic derby hat placed atop his grave, a fitting tribute to the character that made him a cherished part of American film history. Stymie's legacy endures as a trailblazer for African-American actors in early Hollywood, remembered for his talent, resilience, and the positive representation he brought to the screen. Raymond Allen. Raymond Allen was a prominent American actor renowned for his roles in classic 1970s sitcoms, particularly his portrayals of Uncle Woodrow Woody Anderson on Sanford and Son and Ned the Wino on Good Times. Born on March 5, 1929 in Kansas City, Missouri, Allen began his acting career in the mid-1940s, making his film debut in Fight That Ghost, 1946. In Sanford and Son, Allen's character, Woody Anderson, was the long-suffering husband of Aunt Esther, portrayed by LaWanda Page. Woody's interactions with Fred Sanford, played by Red Fox, added a layer of humor and complexity to the show. Allen's portrayal of Woody was marked by a blend of comedic timing and sincerity, making him a memorable character in the series. On Good Times, Allen played Ned the Wino, a recurring character who brought both humor and poignancy to the show. Despite his role as a homeless alcoholic, Ned was depicted with depth and humanity, often providing comic relief while subtly addressing issues of poverty and social challenges. Beyond these roles, Allen made guest appearances on several other television shows, including Starsky and Hutch the Love Boat, The Jeffersons, and What's Happening. He also appeared in the film Wattstax, 1973, a documentary about the Stax Records Music Festival. After retiring from acting in 1985 due to health issues, Allen made occasional public appearances where he spoke and signed autographs. He was married to Barbara Williams from 1963 to 1977, and they had 3 children, including actress Terrence Allen. Raymond Allen passed away on August 10, 2020, in California at the age of 91. His death was attributed to respiratory issues unrelated to COVID-19. Allen's legacy endures through his contributions to television, where he brought warmth and authenticity to his characters, leaving an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Bubba Smith. Bubba Smith was an American actor and former professional football player, best known for his role as Officer Moses Hightower in the Police Academy film series. Born Charles Aaron Smith on February 28, 1945, in Orange, Texas, he was raised in Beaumont, Texas, where his father, Willie Ray Smith Sr., was a high school football coach. Smith attended Michigan State University, where he was a standout defensive end, earning All-American honors in 1965 and 1966. He was a key player in the 1966 game against Notre Dame, known as the Game of the Century, which ended in a 10-10 tie. In 1967, Smith was selected first overall in the NFL draft by the Baltimore Colts. He played for the Colts from 1967 to 1971, winning Super Bowl V with the team. He also had stints with the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Oilers before retiring in 1976. Throughout his 9-year NFL career, Smith was known for his imposing presence on the field, standing 6 feet 7 inches tall and weighing 265 pounds. He was a 2-time Pro Bowl selection and a first-team All-Pro in 1971. After retiring from football, Smith transitioned into acting. He appeared in various television shows and films, but his most notable role was as Moses Hightower in the Police Academy series, where he portrayed a gentle giant who becomes a police officer. He also appeared in films such as Stroker Ace and Black Moon Rising, and made guest appearances on television series I Good Times, Charlie's Angels, and Married with Children. Smith was also known for his appearances in Miller Lite beer commercials, often alongside fellow former NFL player Dick Butkus. On August 3, 2011, Bubba Smith was found dead at his home in Baldwin Hills, Los Angeles, at the age of 66. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office reported that the cause of death was acute drug intoxication and heart disease. Phentermine, a weight loss drug, was found in his system, and his heart was noted to be significantly enlarged. Smith's legacy endures through his contributions to both professional football and entertainment, remembered for his athletic prowess and his memorable on-screen performances. Alice Ghostley. Alice Ghostley was an American actress and singer renowned for her distinctive comedic roles in television, film, and theater. Born on August 14, 1923, in Eve, Missouri, she grew up in Henrietta, Oklahoma. She began performing at a young age, reciting poetry, singing, and tap dancing. After high school, she attended the University of Oklahoma, but left to pursue a career in theater in New York City, where she and her sister formed a duo known as the Ghostley Sisters. Ghostley's big break came with Leonard Sillman's Broadway revue New Faces of 1952, where she performed The Boston Beguine, a satirical song about finding romance in Boston. Her performance garnered attention, leading to a successful Broadway career. She appeared in several Broadway productions, including A Thurber Carnival, 1960, The Beauty Part, 1962, and The Sign in Sidney Brustein's Window, 1964, for which she won a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Play. In television, Ghostley was best known for her role as Esmeralda, the bumbling witch and housekeeper on the sitcom Bewitched, 1969 to 1972. She also portrayed Cousin Alice on Mayberry RFD 1970 to 1971 and Bernice Clifton on Designing Women 1986-1993, earning an Emmy nomination for her performance. Ghostley appeared in numerous films, including To Kill a Mockingbird 1962, The Graduate 1967 Grease 1978, and Addams Family Reunion 1998, where she played Grandmama. She was married to actor Felice Orlandi from 1953 until his death in 2003. Alice Ghostly passed away on September 21, 2007, at her home in Studio City, California, after a long battle with colon cancer and a series of strokes. She was 84 years old. Ghostly's legacy endures through her contributions to entertainment, remembered for her unique comedic style and memorable performances. Ron Glass. Ron Glass was an American actor best known for his memorable performances in both television and film, where he became a beloved figure for his calm demeanor, sharp wit, and dignified roles. Born on July 10, 1945 in Evansville, Indiana, Glass was a classically trained actor who earned a degree in theater arts from the University of Evansville before pursuing a career in Hollywood. His smooth, charismatic presence and distinctive voice quickly set him apart, leading to a series of iconic roles throughout his career. One of his most renowned roles was as Ron Harris on the hit sitcom Barney Miller, 1975 to 1982. In this series, Glass played a cool, intelligent detective who became a fan favorite due to his intellectual charm and measured performance. His role on Barney Miller earned him a loyal following, and he was nominated for an Emmy for his outstanding performance. His character's calm and insightful demeanor provided a perfect balance to the other more eccentric characters on the show. In addition to Barney Miller, Glass also made an indelible mark in science fiction, with his portrayal of Shepherd Book on Firefly 2002 and its subsequent film Serenity 2005. As the enigmatic preacher with a mysterious past, Glass's performance stood out, bringing a sense of wisdom and vulnerability to a genre that often leaned on action and spectacle. Glass's career spanned various genres, including guest appearances on shows like Friends, The Simpsons, and Family Guy. His ability to move seamlessly between comedy, drama, and science fiction earned him respect from both critics and peers alike. Off-screen, Glass was known for his quiet, humble personality, and he maintained a private life despite his fame. Ron Glass passed away on November 25, 2016, at the age of 71 due to respiratory failure. His death was met with an outpouring of love from fans and colleagues who praised his professionalism, kindness, and extraordinary talent. His legacy lives on through his performances, which continue to resonate with audiences around the world. Thalmus Rasulala. Thalmus Rasulala was a distinguished African-American actor whose career spanned across television, film, and theater. Born on November 15, 1935 in Miami, Florida, Rasulala was an accomplished actor with a commanding stage presence and an unforgettable voice. He had a passion for the arts from a young age, studying at both Fisk University and the prestigious Negro Ensemble Company. He also honed his craft in Shakespearean acting, which would later inform his approach to both stage and screen roles. Rasulala's breakthrough role came with his appearance on Good Times 1974, where he portrayed Ernie Harris, a romantic interest for Florida Evans after the death of her husband, James. His character brought a sense of stability and maturity to the series, providing a much-needed contrast to the chaos in the Evans family's life. Rasulala's portrayal of Ernie was marked by warmth, sensitivity, and a sense of dignity which made him an appealing character to viewers. He wasn't just another love interest. His character represented a potential second chance at happiness for Florida and a model of masculinity that was both strong and nurturing. Beyond Good Times, Rasulala had a prolific career in film and television. He starred in Blackula 1972 and its sequel, Scream, Blackula Scream 1973, becoming a prominent figure in the blaxploitation film genre. He also appeared in Roots 1977, where he played an important role in bringing African-American history to life for television audiences. In addition, Rasulala appeared in popular shows such as The Streets of San Francisco, The Jeffersons, The Rockford Files, and New York Undercover, demonstrating his versatility in both drama and action roles. Rasulala was known for choosing roles that defied racial stereotypes, and he was deeply respected by his peers for his commitment to authenticity and excellence in acting. He worked tirelessly to bring dignity and depth to the characters he portrayed, often opting for roles that uplifted the African-American experience. Tragically, Thalmus Rasulala passed away on October 9, 1991, at the age of 56 from a heart attack. His death was a quiet one, and he left behind a legacy of groundbreaking work in film and television. His portrayal of powerful and dignified African-American men in his roles continues to be an inspiration, and his legacy endures as a trailblazer in Hollywood for Black actors. The loss of these iconic actors from Good Times and other groundbreaking shows marks a profound moment in television history. From John Amos's powerful portrayal of James Evans to Jeanette Du Bois' unforgettable voice in The Jeffersons, each of these stars left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Their contributions not only broke barriers for African-American representation, but also shaped the narratives of Black families and characters on screen. As we remember their legacies, what do you think their roles mean for today's portrayal of Black families in media? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence.